Alright, 6 feet going deep. It's Torius with.
Apollo Fresh.
Alright, Apollo, why don't you tell us about what you do?
Alright. First off and foremost, I'm a creator. I do what I want, create what I want and what I will, whatever I feel. Right now I'm focusing like music because my first love.
Yeah, keep talking, I'm gonna make sure it sticks.
Alright.
Go ahead.
I also throw events through my art collective Wavelengths. Shout out everybody in Wavelengths. And I live life. Professional life liver.
So you're from Miami?
From Broward County. I was born in New York. I moved down when I was 3. I went to New York a lot, like for summers and like winters and shit until I was like 11. Then I was, 11 to 13 around then. Then that's when I would start staying in Florida for Christmas and like summer and shit like that. Cause my pops still stay in New York.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
How was it like growing up here?
Growing up in South Florida was an awesome experience. It was beautiful because I'm really grateful for it. Cause I feel like, of course, wherever you're gonna be, you can only be you by like the environment you grew up in.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm like really glad that all the things came together for me to be me, like being Haitian American in like a area that's so like culturally diverse that you really can't get anywhere else.
Mm-hmm.
So like growing up here was awesome. I appreciate it not more now than I did before. I didn't think about it, just running around, like meet all different types of people that you don't get to see like this certain type of amalgamation in any other state at all, like even California.
Of amalgamation.
Amalgamation.
What is that?
Amalgamation is like different things come together like a mix.
Oh, okay.
How would you compare that mix of cultures from Miami to New York?
New York is a bunch of different cultures, but like it's just like Florida is so like Caribbean based, so it's like more tropical. Even though like New York does have like a lot of Caribbean people, like Jamaicans and Haitians too. Yeah, but then they have like different stuff too. Puerto Ricans, they have like New York is more like it's like a mix as well, like a big melting pot, but just like a different type of melting pot.
Yeah.
Than Florida.
They're not really mixing as they are in Miami.
Yeah, like in Miami, it's like different flavors. Like New York is more like, I don't know what, but like Florida is more like exotic, tropical. That's more like New York is more like you get some Caribbean shit in there, but then you got like Italians, like a lot of Jews.
Mm.
You got like, I don't know, it's a different type of melting pot. Yeah. But like Florida is different because we get after we have that more exotic stuff like Caribbean, like our weather like it's hot all year round. So like our sports teams are always raw. It's because you can train all year.
Yeah.
And then like that influences like culture as well. So like all these things like make Florida a real special place. Like musically, that's why like you see like these crazy ass like all these different artists coming out of Florida because it's such a mix. Like most of the people blowing up right now, like almost every single one of them, the people like blowing up from South Florida has like some type of Caribbean or Latin like blood. Mm-hmm. Like and growing around here, like you get that like really like everybody like Smoker X, Ski Mask, like all these people, Caribbean, Lil Pump, like they have like Spanish or Hispanic or Jamaican blood in them or some shit. Like I mean I'm Haitian. Yeah. And like that's why like I feel like my sound like comes a little different. Like just being able to experience being in this area, getting exposed to different sounds and sights and foods. It opens your mind more too.
Yeah. What about like growing up in down here, like in school? What kind of kid were you?
In school, I was Desoit. Desoit is a Haitian word. I mean, it's that kid that like always want to touch some shit, always want to break some shit. Like you go to the store and then he just throwing shit in the cart, and just like or like he's gonna touch some shit just to see like what's gonna do, even though it's not
always pushing the limits.
Yeah, pushing the limits and shit. But like not necessarily like not disrespectful though. Like and there's different words for like bad kids and like crew. You got Desoit, Vagabond, Maledve,
Macaque.
Macaque. That's just like monkey. But like, you just like acting a fool. Like you're making like faces and shit. Like that's a macaque. You just doing stupid shit.
I think this is funny because it's literally
This is deja vu right now. How do you say you speak Creole?
Yeah, I speak
How do
Creole.
you say deja vu in Creole? Do you know?
Deja vu, I guess.
Or is that like an American
no,
term?
actually,
That's
deja
a French term.
Yeah, deja vu's French and Creole's French. So it's
Yeah,
like
Creole
so
like
that's
a lot of
what-
French.
Yeah, so
it'd be the same
you're
thing.
right. Creole would, what a mind fuck.
But fucking like
This is literally what just happened.
freaking there's what like kid always touches shit. Vagabond, like you probably on some worse shit, like especially like older if it's like called teacher vagabond. Like you stealing shit, maybe like moving some work, whoever that like you out in the streets.
Yeah.
Then maledve, it just means that like you're like literally like you were badly raised. Meaning it just means that like you don't have no manners.
Oh yeah.
So like if you don't have no manners, then like you know what it means. Not we talking back to your parents, blah blah blah, and they call you maledve. But like desolate, I was desolate with a little bit of vagabond, but mostly desolate.
Vagabond, is that like a vagabond?
Yeah, basically.
Are these words that sometimes young Haitians embrace? Like, yo, what's up, my desolate?
No, not all right.
Nah,
Definitely.
I wouldn't want anyone calling me on my god.
Yeah. But like they do embrace it. Like I've heard songs like talking about, oh, I'm a vagabond, I'm a vagabond and shit like that. And then like I'd be like, yo, you desolate kid. Like just somebody was like doing some shit. Like we embrace the words, but it's not like, yo, what's up, my desolate.
Because I know Dominicans have this word tigre. Tigre, and that's tiger. But in that culture, it means pretty much a delinquent, someone who's robbing, stealing, killing. But it's also embraced too. Like, oh, you're tigre. Like, you get me? Like, okay. Like, it's like,
yeah, it's like vagabond. That sounds like vagabond.
Yeah, like Manny Rivera, right?
Who's that?
You know Manny Rivera?
Nah.
You know Manny Rivera?
Am I supposed to? Are we supposed to? He put the clout, the clout goggles on.
These are the real ones.
The clout 5000.
The clout.
Clout 5000.
What music were you listening to?
Music. All right, right now, what do I listen to right now?
What were you listening to like growing up? Like what was playing in your house?
All right, so growing up, the first things I listened to was compa music, which is Haitian music.
What's compa?
Like compa is like compa is like Haitian music. Like it's like a certain sound. Like,
Is it like saying salsa for like, I don't know.
It's like a
it has a specific tempo. Like all right, but that sound like that's what I grew up on. Like, but just like because it's all my parents played.
Yeah.
But then like I started like listening to the radio. Like I just feel like just whenever I get the chance, like I was in the car, like I'll play the radio, like play like channels that I want to listen to and stuff like that. Or if I'm with my sister or some shit. Then I got to a certain age in like late elementary school, late elementary school. I fucked with like a lot of like hip hop rap, and then my brother, he had like right before I went to middle school, my brother had a friend that came to the crib and brought in a hard drive, and he transferred his hard drive to the computer, and then from the computer to another hard drive. He was just using our computer, and when he transferred all the files to the computer, he put like when he deleted everything, and he was about to delete all the music. But he deleted everything first, and he was about to delete the music, and I was just watching it, and I was like, stop. And then, like, after he stopped, like, he was like, why? He's like, bro, I want that. And my brother's like, you listen to this? I was like, yeah, I want all of it. Because, like, I was just interested. Like, I didn't know what the hell it was. And it was like, Biggie, like, just a bunch of, like old, like, hip-hop heads.
Would you say that's when,
instrumentals,
like,
too.
Would you say that's when, like, your love for, like, when it just smacked you in the face, like, music, like, I love this shit?
Were
already on that.
I already love music. All right, so let me just. I didn't even know how much I love music until later.
I'm gonna change your battery.
All right, but I didn't know how much I love music until what happened. First off, fuck 12.
Yeah, kicking the
Even though we
sound
was probably not doing what we were supposed to, but fuck them anyway. Cause fuck the system. Cause the system's really fucked up right now.
We're doing nothing wrong.
Not really.
How do you feel about the system?
I think the system's terrible, bro. Yeah. It's the whole system too. Like it's not even just like police, because people are racist, whatever. But like the whole system is like built on people who own like hundreds of slaves and like believe that like the whole shit is fucked up, bro. Like it's literally like fake. Like there's like, oh, we can't do slavery anymore. All right, let's do like some
I think
fake shit. Like let's imprison people. Let's
go to the car. Yeah, go ahead.
Like fucking like we imprison people just for some like so we could just like borderline slavery and shit, like freaking
Talk like here.
Oh, it's right here?
Yeah, like that.
Alright, bet. So like yeah, the system is terrible, bro. Like right now we're just like imprisoning people for fucking for free work, like getting people for like non-violent crimes like for forever, and just like putting them to work for like 2 cents and shit. Like shit is terrible. It's just like it's just a big finesse. Like we're just all getting fucked. They want us to be like fucking ants and fucking sheep and shit. Like that's the whole industrial revolution. Here, just work for us. Fucking put this in your head.
Like
do this. Work is important, but it's like they want to be in control. They want like the masses to not really think about shit and just do shit like for them, like to make them bigger and shit. Just be sheep. They want to be shepherds and they want us to be sheep, and this shit's fucked up. It's just like it's just new slaves now. Like, and the fucked up part is that minorities are at the bottom of this shit. Like, and it's whatever. Somebody has to be whatever. Somebody had to be enslaved for this country to get built, right? So I guess that's us. But now they're like, yo, we still want to build and we still want to use y'all. But we're just gonna call it imprisonment now, and we're just gonna make you work for 2 cents. So technically, you're not working for free, yo. But yeah, that's that. Yeah, so fuck the system, fuck 12. Yeah, there's racist cops and shit, but it's bigger than that. It's worse than that. Damn. So what's good, man? How you feeling, bro?
Yeah, turn on the car.
Are you good? Hot. You feeling hot? Hot boy, hot.
Yeah. So we're talking about like your life, like listening to music and stuff. Here, let's listen, bro. Here, like just kind of like talk like this. La.
Right there. This is how we're talking now.
Yeah.
All right. I don't know if you mentioned this earlier, but we got kicked out where we were. Shit, we're here now. In the whip, cooling, talking, living life, moving as we go.
Like a microphone.
Like a microphone. Okay, my fault. I would a lot of mics. I should be able to do this shit. Fucking. Where were we before?
You were talking about like the music you're listening to. The guy brought his
Oh, hard drive. Yeah. So, the hard drive we fucking got. He dropped all his songs on the hard drive, and then he was about to delete them, and I was like, nah, I want them. So I just started listening to all that. Like, they had hella instrumentals, like I freestyle on them and shit, right to some of them, but I still didn't really know like how much I love music. I was in band at the time. Freaking, then middle school came around, I started watching like a lot of AMVs. I really fucked with anime.
Yeah.
And AMVs are anime music videos, for anyone who don't know. But like, yeah, like a lot of AMVs had like different types of music and shit. It had like there's a lot of Linkin Park AMVs and shit. But like Mindless Self-Indulgence, there's a Mindless Self-Indulgence one that I really fucked with.
Yeah, I haven't heard Mindless Self-Indulgence in so long.
Yeah, I'm glad you fuck with Mindless Self-Indulgence, because like not too many people know about Mindless Self-Indulgence. I literally never had a conversation with somebody else about Mindless Self-Indulgence.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, because like nobody ever knows about them.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, but like it's lit that you fuck with them, because I fuck with them. But
yeah.
there was a Fooly Cooly one by them, and there was a Naruto AMV by them that I really fucked with. Then I fucked with but really got me a Fooly Cooly one on Chop Suey by
System of a Down?
Yeah, and System of a Down is one of my favorite bands to this day. Actually, I was wearing like a System of a Down shirt in the music video for Monster/Marvelous.
Oh, really?
Yeah, man, that shit was hard. Fuck.
But what about like when you first started recording music?
When I first started recording music, I was a late sophomore year, high school. And now like I'm college, like my second year or my third year now. I'm just going into my third year. Freaking, like at first I didn't, like I used to freestyle and like at school and shit like that, and people kept telling me to make music, and I was like, nah, I'm not a rapper. Like that's not me. And then I started making I made a song, and I was like, I love this shit. I need to make another one. And then I made another one, and made another one, and another one. And I was like, yo, if I really gonna do this shit, I'm gonna do this shit for real.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna make shit happen and put everything together. Like do whatever I gotta do. Like figure out what I have to do and make it happen to go where I need to go. And that's what I'm doing right now. And I've been doing a pretty good job at it, if I say so myself.
Yeah.
But I could do better.
So like,
you can always do better no matter what it is.
So how was it, like the first song that you made? Like, did you think it was good?
The first song I made, I wasn't even like on like, alright, so like my standards when I started making music, I made something for myself called Triple P, perseverance, progress, and perfection. I always persevere, I'll always progress, and the goal is perfection.
Yeah.
So like I always held my music to a high standard, and I know that like with Triple P, like I'll always be getting, because you would never be perfect.
Yeah.
And so like I'll listen to music like that's professionally done, and like I know that like my music is not good enough because it doesn't not necessarily sound like that, but like quality wise, like it doesn't sound like that in its own way.
Yeah.
Like in my way. Like, and I was like, all right, so let me work and work. But like when I first heard my first song, I wasn't even thinking about like, was it good or bad? I was just like, I want to make more.
Yeah.
And I just made more, and I kept making more, and then I just kept getting better and better. Like every single song I made.
How about like now? Like how do you know like when a song is like perfect?
Perfect songs never actually like perfect. Like it's always like there's always something, but it's like it's like there's a point where like perfection can become procrastination. So like before it gets like I'm trying to like every track like I reach the climax of like the best where I can make it, and then like without taking too long, like it can't like you never really gonna get it perfect type shit. But there are songs I've made that just came out exactly how I wanted it to, like just like in the first like writing processes of it and shit.
Freestyle or you write everything?
It depends on the track. I freestyle songs. Sometimes I'll write it out like all the way. Sometimes like I'll have bars I already wrote and then put it on the track, I guess. Yeah. Sometimes, which is really rare, that one. Sometimes, a lot of times what I've been doing recently, like I'll freestyle to a song and then I'll just take shit from the freestyles and then write to that and then put it on the track.
What about like when you first performed your songs? How was that?
When I first performed, alright, so the first time I performed, it was a show I put together.
Alright.
Yeah.
What show was that?
It was, alright, so it was a Wavelength show. Wavelength is the art collective that I'm in. And we all do like different shit. We all like creators. But it was a pop-up show at the Archives, a clothing store in Las Olas. And it was like in promotion for another show that we were throwing, Waves 2016.
Yeah. Right
now we're prepping for Waves 2017. But it's a yearly event that just exemplifies what Wavelengths is. But that show, like it was just in a clothing store, and like some people was like there was some people that knew, just like homeboys and like their friends and everybody that came out like was just vibing to it. People didn't really know what to expect. Like they didn't know, like they heard me and they were like, I don't want to say they were in awe, but they were just like looking like, who's this? And that, for me, like I performed before like on some like regular ass shit.
Like if I can see good, then yeah. But yeah.
I perform on some like regular ass shit, like school shit, like all types of shit. But like I never performed like on the actual like a setup for me like to perform as a rapping artist. And at that moment, like I just let it all out and I just like gave the crowd like my energy and shit.
Yeah.
And then like I also went to hella open mics.
Yeah.
I went to hella open mics just so I could practice getting better and shit like that. So
like what? Were you nervous the first time?
All right. You know what? I never got nervous, bro. Like I got nervous when I some of the open mics because hold up, you put this by different, bro. I got nervous at a couple open mics because like the crowd was so like it wasn't really like it was like a bunch of kids and stuff like that and like different. But I needed the exposure. Not exposure, the experience.
Yeah.
So like I did it, and it actually made me better because like performing in front, like my friend Peter Lang, he was like he was doing a lot of things poetic in poetry, the poetry field, and through people he knew, like he just knew about like open mics. So like people are waiting for like poets to perform and shit, and it's like a different crowd. And I was just like, all right, I'm gonna come up and spit, even though I have like bars and stuff like that, and people fucked with it, but it was just like hard to present it to that crowd.
It's like more poetry crowd.
Yeah. And then so like I was nervous the first couple times for that, but like then when after that show, like I never felt that again. Like I just like to this day, I haven't felt nervous at a show. I don't know why. I just don't feel nervous. Like that show is.
What's like the biggest show you've done?
The biggest show I've done. It depends. Like definition of big. I don't know. One show I really had a lot of fun at, and it was a dope ass crowd. It was in Miami. I don't remember where, but it was Ski Master, Slump God, Rob Banks, and Lil Pump. Doc Anto was out there too.
Is Rob Banks still making music?
Bro, Rob Banks was hard.
Yeah.
Rob Banks snap. He's still making music.
Yeah.
He was all over Move. Members Only Volume 3. But he's making music. Rob Banks goes hard. He snapped. Shout out to Rob Banks. He's been doing it for a minute, and he's been snapping, and he's been evolving. Shout out to him.
Yeah. I still fuck with Rob Banks. Well, I still fuck with Rob Banks. But yeah. So like it was a lot of people.
There was a good amount of people. Like they feel the biggest like crowd I think was at O'Malley's.
O'Malley's in Fort Myers, right?
No, it's in
It's up north, right?
No, it's not. Like it's in. I mean, it's north of here.
In Margate.
Yeah, Margate.
What was it? Xavier Wolf show?
No, it was actually like soon after that though.
Oh really?
I'm pretty sure it was around the same time at the Xavier Wolf show. But like that show, there was hella people in that show.
Oh really?
Yeah, I put that crowd up though. We had a lot of fun. They was turning up to me. I gave them energy. They gave it right back. I fucked with them a lot.
Yeah.
A lot of people came out to see me too.
Is that something you think you like most about making music? Is the performances and
Bruh,
feedback?
Bruh, I love when people like listen to my music, bruh. Like I love when people share my music. I love when people have anything positive to say or negative too. Like just like anything like interaction with my music. Like if you feel like my music worth it enough to give any type of time or effort into it, I appreciate you. If you hating, I appreciate you. Thank you for the hate. And fucking if you love me, I appreciate you. I love you too. But freaking at the shows, like what I really fuck with performing, because it's like I don't know, like I'm just like in another mode. Like I feel like there's two me's when I'm performing. When I'm performing, there's like the person like performing, just like doing like thing, like I'm wild, but like on the inside, like I'm calm as hell, and I'm just like I'm literally like if you just have me here, and then like I'm inside just like this, like yo, that kid's pretty lit.
Yeah, you're just
Oh, what's going on over here? Like, bro, yo, what the fuck was that? Damn, was she just reaching for me? Like, what the fuck? And like, oh, and like, all right, like.
Just going slow mo.
Yeah, like in slow mo, and I'm just talking, and I'm watching my body like move and spit. Like it's weird. And then like one time, like I jumped in the crowd and I was like crowd surfing, and I was just like in my head, I was just like, bro, buddy actually caught me. And I was like, well, I knew he was gonna catch me,
but you didn't know. Like,
but I was like, damn, I didn't let anybody know. This crowd wasn't even that deep too.
really?
And then I just got picked up, and there was crowd surfing me. Like it was a lot more like that, like how everything happened. But like the whole time, I was like in my head, just like observing shit, like what's going on right now. Like, but somebody told me that.
Did she just grab my ass?
yeah. But like, there's like a freaking a quote that somebody told me. I don't remember by who or whatever, but it's somebody. I'm pretty sure a guy told me it was somebody named Chichi, Andrew Ferber, and it's somebody that I'm writing a book with right now, helping co-write a book on self-liberation. And he was saying that when the outside, it might have been in a reading he had me read, but it said when the outside is wild, the inside is calm. And when the outside is calm, the inside is wild. So like if you have like anger and stuff like that, like it's good to let it out, because like once you let it out, like you keep like calm and get in the inside. But if you're like holding it in and shit like that, like you still thinking about it. It's in your head. You're like you're angry. Like it's like that's not good to keep shit inside.
Oh, that's actually a real good quote.
Yeah, it is.
Thank you, bro. I thirst for knowledge, bro.
So what's up with that book? What's the book gonna be called?
I don't even know right now, to be honest.
You guys are just both like knocking out.
No, it's like a bunch of us. It's a bunch of us. There's a whole title, like a whole ass title. I just remember it right now.
Yeah.
But like, we've been meeting like once a month to work on it. Once every month, like a whole bunch of us come together, and like but we have like a whole bunch of shit that we do like throughout the time when we're apart from each other and shit like that. But yeah, that's how that's going.
What about like your music? Like you're heavily influenced by anime, right?
Heavily influenced by anime. Hold up. Let me flex the Pokemon lanyard real quick. I don't know if y'all can see that. Hold up. If you watch Haikyuu, I fuck with you. There's a Haikyuu backpack. You feel me? That's a volleyball anime. If you didn't know.
The pins and the bells.
You already know I got the pins. Rosario Vampire in this bitch. That's how I'm rocking. But like, yeah, a lot of my music has like a lot of freaking like
anime like styles.
Anime references, anime samples. But beyond that, I like to go like deeper. Like in one way, like in a deeper sense, like I like to. My music is very thematic.
Yeah.
Like it may not be so like story, but like there's a theme like to how like I feel like ghoulish. Like I was feeling really ghoulish. Like so the beat is really like dark and deep, and like I talk about like I say like references like to like Tokyo Ghoul within it, and it's like the whole thing is thematic. Like Lily Cove, it's like it gives you that Pokemon vibe feel. Like whatever I'm pinning, like hitting links in Lily Cove, that song like depicts that all as a whole. Like
yeah.
But even on a deeper level, a lot of anime like starts off slow, and it's like a build up, and it just keeps booting up and booting up,
like
booting up.
Like the climax of the story.
Yeah, and like a lot of my songs go like that, like reflect anime in that sense.
Is that why the what was the name of the song? Cold Cut.
Cold Cut.
Oh, is that why like in the beginning it's like slower, but then like at the end you like just killed it?
Yeah, exactly. Like, but it just kind of happens. I don't even really do it on purpose.
Yeah.
But like,
that's how anime is.
Like
anime is just like that. Yeah. It just like just keep. A lot of times, like that's why some people like try and watch anime and they don't get as into it because sometimes certain stories, because all anime is different, but like certain stories, like it's a setup. It's a setup, and you watch the first shit and you're like, what's going on? What's going on? My fault. And then freaking and then they don't get to the part where it really boosts up and it's just like amazing. But yeah, like anime has a big part on who I am as a person, because eye-opening, and just like my music, because my music is, I'm really focusing on like bringing myself out, like who I am as a person, into my music.
Yeah.
And anime does that, and like anime is a big part of me, so it's gonna be in my music somehow.
What's your top 5 favorite?
Top 5 favorites? Oh shit. Okay, like I can't straight up just give you like, oh, these are like my fucking like top 5 like right now, like these are like the top 5 best, or like, but I could give you like, because like there's so many different genres and stuff like that, so like my top 5 is comprised like kind of like this is good, and then for this kind of like type of anime, this is good for this type of genre, this is good for this, like you already know, you got shonen, you got your harem ecchi, you feel me? Real anime fans are gonna fuck with, you know, I'm talking about like the real, like niggas are deep in this shit. Like there's a lot of different types of shit. You got the romance anime. I fuck with romance anime. I fuck with you. Fuck with romance anime. We got all types of shit. Do fucking. I wrote this shit down because I was trying to figure this shit out, bro. I don't even know what. I put this shit in my fucking notes.
Your favorite animes?
Yeah, like I was trying to figure out
which ones, like
which one. Hold up. Alright, so this is a pretty good list. This is just like anime I really fuck with like a lot, but there's so many that like I know they can't really give you a real top 5, but I really fuck with these anime. You got Future Diary, Mirai Nikki, if you watch that, you gotta watch the fucking OVA, the extra episode after. It makes it that much better, and it's just one episode. But yeah, then we got Gurren Lagann.
Yeah.
Endless progression. That's my life I'm living right now.
That was like mad short.
It's short, but it's like a long movie. Just look at it from that perspective. Like, it's like 25, 26, 27 episodes, and like endless progression. And that's my life right now, like endless progression. My life is an anime, by the way. For anybody who wants to know, like, people say my life is an anime. Freaking, you got Hunter x Hunter.
That's my favorite.
Bro, Hunter x Hunter is amazing, bro. Please, bro, please keep working on it. The manga's back. Congratulations, hallelujah. Please keep working on it. I don't need another hiatus, hiatus. I'm not with it. I don't need that. Then this is like goat harem ecchi, Fruitigasaya. Very low key. If you're not ready, don't watch it yet. If you haven't seen enough harem ecchi, don't watch it yet. You have to really watch a lot of harem ecchi to appreciate it. If you do watch it, watch more harem ecchi, then go back and understand why you couldn't appreciate it fully.
Harem ecchi, a writer? Or
all right, harem. This is how we're gonna break it down.
It's like a novelist.
Harem ecchi is a genre. It's a genre, like, you got action, adventure, whatever. And harem ecchi is a genre, like, it's like a subculture, like, of anime. Like, you got people that fuck with, like, just like the fighting of an anime, but harem ecchi can be like really anything. But like the whole basis around it is just like main character and like possible like love interest, if you want to make it in like the smallest like form of what that is. But then, like, for example, like, if you want to put in like Naruto terms, Naruto's not really a harem, but like he has different possible love interests, and like they just play more on that little bit. Huh?
I thought you just had the two. Hinata and Sakura.
Yeah, he had two, but like they would be like in a harem ecchi, it would be like one guy, he has like 5, and he doesn't even peep that yet. And it's just like there's a certain formula that comes with it that you see often, but it's like who can get most creative with this formula.
Yeah.
And then like that's the harem aspect of it. Ecchi is just like, it's just not for kids. Like they'll like show some tits, whatever the fuck happens, and it happens. I don't know. But like anime is like saying movies, like anything can happen. Like there's an action movie, there's romance movies, there's anything. Anime is the same way, it's just animated. So like there's porn, there's anime porn, just like there's porn movies. Like there's just scenes where somebody might be naked. Like same thing in anime, the scenes might be naked. Like there's kid movies, there's grown up movies, there's all that shit. So yeah. All right, what's the next? My fault. Fucking, this is not number one. It's not. This was in no particular order, by the way. Hitman Reborn. Hitman Reborn has a special place in my heart. Hands down, from all the anime I've seen, best character development ever. Like, just like mental. Like, I haven't seen many. Like, there's some good character development in like different anime. But Hitman Reborn, they've done it the best so far out of what I've seen, and I've seen a lot of anime. Like, main character, like, from the beginning to the end, comparing him, just, like, how trustworthy he is. Like, from the beginning to the end, like, how, like, confident he is. Like, everything about it is just, like, damn. And he's still himself. Like, you get, like, he's, in the beginning, he's supposed to be giving a title, and you're like, he can't be this. And at the end, you're like, he's perfect, bro, for this. Yeah. And like it was almost like he was that person the whole time, but he just like developed as a character.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
And
number one, I think I just covered all of them. So that was Future Diary, Gurren Lagann, Hunter x Hunter, Fruitigasaya, Hitman Reborn. And there's a lot more. There's a lot more I really fuck with, but those are the ones that I have wrote in that list. And those are just like ones I really, really, really fuck with. I don't know. Like, I'd have to think more if I really want to get down like top, because there's so many factors that what makes an anime a good anime is just crazy.
Yeah. What about like anyone you want to shout out?
Shout out?
Yeah. Or like, you have any advice you want to give to anyone like starting out with rapping or anything?
Oh, rapping?
Yeah.
Like, First off, be yourself. Be yourself. Like, don't be anybody else. Be you. Don't be anybody else because that role is already taken by everybody else. The only position open is yourself. Don't, like, especially if you have, like, you're gonna have to uphold an image. Like, if you're yourself, you literally, all you have to do is be yourself to uphold that image. Like, if you put it on the most, like technical matter, I don't even know. But after that, be consistent. Work on your craft every day. Like, if you have free time, that's time to work. Like, you can school, like, when you just playing around, like, make music, it should be fun anyway. Like, do it because you love it. Don't do it for nothing else, because you're gonna put in the time for it and do everything you need to do if you actually love it. Then after that, stay positive. Like, positive doesn't mean like lie to yourself. It's just like look for the best in every situation. You can make shit happen. Like, you can take something bad and turn it into something good. But if you're negative in the way you think, like, you'll see something bad and then give up, and then like everything like goes to shit. When you could turn something around and make it better, like, then you might not have ever been do it by like just by whatever. After that, damn, it
was supposed to be one.
Oh, one?
Yeah.
Bro, I just want to share knowledge, bro. Fucking, there was one last one I really wanted to share.
Well, I mean, I feel like the one you said about, like, keeping everything out was pretty good.
Huh?
I feel like the one you said about keeping everything out was pretty good.
Yeah, for sure.
But you have anyone you want to shout out?
Shout out Wavelengths, that's the gang. Wavelengths is the gang. Cabal, Brethren, Brotherhood. Shout out Peter Lane, Kevin Flever, Jeff, freaking Stefan, Norroy, you already know, DJ Lou, Kareem, everybody else I didn't shout out to y'all, because I already know there's a lot of people. I shouldn't even start saying names because it's hella people, but I love every single one of y'all. I love everybody that's watching this, and I appreciate every single one of y'all, for real.
And where can they find you at?
You can find me at Apollo_fresh. Find gang at Wavelengths, WAVLENGTHS. This is us right here. It's on the shirt too. This is not even out yet, so keep your eye open for this shirt.
Alright, yeah. So this has been 6 Feet with Apollo Fresh.